Welcome to the Matrix. You're one of the pioneers of this big trend. I'm offering you the time dilation theory, a brand new trading methodology revealing all the secrets in the financial markets. Unlock your true potential with TDT and escape the Matrix. Hi Neo, welcome to the Time Dilation Theory Bootcamp. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how we're going to proceed in this program, curriculum, how I created the TDT and understanding the universe. Videos will be released based on a schedule for efficient learning curve. There's no live videos going on in this bootcamp, so you can always catch up from where you left off. Some videos are pre-recorded already, and some of them will be recorded during the 3-week duration. I'm going to be collecting all the questions of my precious Neos at the end of the week to make frequently asked questions videos, and will release the study notes in PDF format. Additionally, your learning will be supported by my daily teachings. They will be recorded live trade videos, quick daily reviews, and written Telegram messages. We're going to start with understanding working principles of time dilation theory and foundation to basic counting technique in the first week. Afterwards, proceed with more counting examples, recorded live trade videos, and FAQ video. In the second week, we will more focus on time distortion and time contraction, and proceed to advanced counting techniques, and continue with what exactly we did on first week. And third week is more practical week of the boot camp, where we study TDT mechanic trade models and apply them in real live market conditions, and what sort of mentality you need while trading with TDT on the way to consistent profitability. Right now, we're in the best and the most important part of this introduction video. Some of my audience have been asking me about how I created my time dilation theory. To be honest, it's a quite long journey for me. As you may know, that my Forex trading journey had started in 2016, and I had attended to ICT's mentorship in late 2016. After a long struggling, everything started to click for me around March 2019 in terms of ICT concepts. I focused more on time axis in the markets as of late 2019, but I couldn't manage finding substantial things. Then I'd given up. I focused on becoming profitable after I put away my time axis studies, and I finally did it on April 2020 during COVID and became consistent profitable. But everything had changed for me around mid-2022 in summer. Although I'd spent decent of my time to these things in the past, I have started to understand the life, universe, vibration, and financial markets in a deeper manner. And I'd realized that all these things are beyond becoming profitability, and this was an aha moment for me. Just at that moment, ICT came up with his interesting tweets back in late 2022, where he talked about his logo, that he hid it plain sight, and came up with tweets that explained the macros of the algorithm. And since I had been working on the time axis, these tweets were goldmine for me. I believed that it's finally the time to know the unknown, and everything started to click to me in terms of understanding the time axis in the financial markets. And yet, the journey where majority of people lose their minds had officially started for me. Sleepless nights, putting away human needs, and studying day and night with almost no break. I stopped using Twitter around February 2023 and focused on my time axis studies. And I spent a great majority of my time into deciphering the Bible and the Quran. Tried to understand how universe works, how we vibrate, and how our frequencies affects our lives, and many more. Let's get back to where we had started. I've just explained the brief summary of how I've developed the time dilation theory. Now let's talk about why understanding the universe and vibration is so crucial to be successful in the life and the financial markets as a trader. Every servant of God consists particles from the God. Thus, what every servant can do, create, desire, imagine, build, and think is restricted to limits of the universe. Basically, what a human being does always contains the mathematic of the universe and its creator, the God. Opening your third eye is the only way to strengthen the connections in between you and the God. In the modern human society, what we're able to access is limited by them. Unlike the old days before 90s, accessing healthy food and water is much harder compared to 80s. Strengthen the connection in between you and the God will be much easier in case you work on your third eye, and this will lead you to get a better understanding in the life, universe, and vibrations much better. God showed himself to all these special chosen ones, who strengthened the connections in between them and the God, so that they could have seen and realized the truth about universe, vibrations, and the life. The God also showed himself to me, 14th of December in 2022 at 02:33 p.m. EST. Otherwise, there would be no way that I would know what I know today. This gave me great knowledge about how the God runs the universe. I've applied my great knowledge into financial markets, and the things I had realized shocked me at first. Financial markets has direct correlation to how universe vibrates, the harmony, and the chaos neo. What I see and what you see is very different when we look at this chart neo. I see the God, the universe, and vibration. So, what do you see? Tell me, what do you see? Is what you see exactly the same thing when you look at these charts? Global average temperature, heart rate chart, ovulation cycle of a woman, and the heart rate chart of a man during marriage proposal. No worries if you can't see. I'm teaching you to see these things because it's everywhere. That's why we say, once you see it, you cannot unsee it, Neo. Do you remember when I said that every servant of God contains particles from the God? That's why it's everywhere. What a human being live, create, imagine, build, and think. ICT didn't use the term inner circle for no reason. Everything has a reason behind it, and your entire life is determined by circles neo. We also call them as arcs. These arcs are used to determine new time openings in any moment of life. These arcs look perfect where the time is expanded, and you will see no more than interwoven arcs, where the time is distorted and contracted. But remember, it's all about the harmony and the chaos. What I've just told you is also applied to planetary cycles. Time is contracted, and the possibility of time distortion is significantly increased as the planetary cycles are converged to each other. In other words, as the distance in between planets is decreased. Life is all about the divergence and convergence of the numbers, Neo. It's everywhere: astronomy, math, geometry, and the music. Once it clicked for me for the very first time, I used to count everything in the nature. Leaves of a tree, limbs, seeds of a tomato, seeds of an apple, rings of an onion, and many more that you can find in the nature. Having a true understanding in these things is not easy, yet there's no turning back for you once it clicks. Who understand these things will never look at financial markets and the charts with the same perspective. Furthermore, having a true understanding over these things is too severe for some minds. Serious mental problems might occur and end up in suicide. If this individual loses his mind, or it will end up where this individual turns into a wise man, where you truly understand the universe, life, and the vibration. That's why I say, it's beyond financial markets and forex trading. I know it's hard to swallow, but I will teach you to be strong-minded individual Neo. My first priority, as a mentor, in this TDT bootcamp program, is to turn my all-precious Neos into profitable traders, to make them to claim their financial freedom. This bootcamp is not designed to give you all the details suddenly, because this will make you confused, and you won't be able to apply what you know into markets and trade with them. My priority is to give you required things about time axis, and my great knowledge will turn you into consistent, profitable trader. Once you turn into a consistent, profitable trader, I will give you all the details about my TDT. Make money first, then learn the submerged part of the iceberg. See you soon in the next video, Neo. Are you ready to take the red pill? Welcome to the Matrix. You're one of the pioneers of this big trend. I'm offering you the time dilation theory, a brand new trading methodology revealing all the secrets in the financial markets. Unlock your true potential with TDT and escape the Matrix.